today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play, Alex Singleton, the Eagles' leading tackler last year. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Ward, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Erickson. Touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Again, Darnold looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Saints who are out in front. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On first down, it's Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a first down. Now in his second year with the Panthers, but he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run with Scott. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And not a lot of of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Rager catches it left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
On 1st down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air again, Darnold. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Scott. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11. Five yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Eagles, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.